Well, hello there, Retro PC Durham. Chris here. Let's take a look at another laptop here. We've got a Dell Inspiron 1500. So this is a Windows XP era machine, Centrino, I think, era Pentium M style systems. Yeah, anyways. So taking a look at the top, plastic cover, a little scratched up, but not too bad, worse for wear. Now we'll take a look at the front. We've got some indicators here: power, battery, Wi-Fi, and drive activity. Front firing stereo speakers, which on these older style, thicker laptops is always great that you don't have to only have the choice between upward or downward firing, that you actually get ones that could be putting out the front of the system. We'll take a look at the side here. We have a card slot here. This is an express port. So not PCMCIA, actually express port. Then we've got audio connectors, 3 USB ports, and then I've got a VGA output, so no HDMI yet on these. Modem and Ethernet. Rear of the system, we have an exhaust for our graphics or CPU. I think just CPU. I don't think this machine actually has a powerful GPU that would require that. And then our connector for our AC adapter. And around this side, we've got our DVD burner, because optical drives were still a thing when this machine was out. On the bottom, from a serviceability standpoint, we're pretty good here. Hard drive, removable battery, our panel here to access our memory on the system, and then a panel here, I think this was to access the fan assembly, like you could replace the fan. Actually, let's take a look and confirm if I'm correct on that. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Yeah, there's well, maybe this is actually the CPU. You can replace the heatsink on the CPU. Recognize those screw downs. So yeah, a little bit of serviceability on this thing without having to fully take the machine apart. And then if we open up the lid, we've got our keyboard area. So scissor switch keyboard, it's reasonably comfortable. The travel's okay on it. Little tiny touchpad and buttons. We've got some more indicator lights, and then our power button. And then for our screen, we've got a 14, I think it's a 14 inch, maybe it might be 15.3 inch actually, because this looks like a 16:9 screen that's on this as well, which is a like matte finish type screen. Power wise, I think the battery, I'm not sure if it actually holds a charge on this machine, so we will need to power it up, and we do have our adapter here, so we'll get this plugged in and powered on and come back when we've got Windows up and running. Hardware info 32 running on this system to give us our specification details. We've got an Intel Pentium M processor. This is the Pentium M 1700, which is a single core, single threaded, 1.7 gigahertz processor. We have 2 gig of DDR2 in here, so a pair of 1 gig SODIMMs. And then we've got, for graphics, not a powerful discrete graphics controller or anything like that. This is the Intel GMA 900, specifically the 82915 GMX graphics controller 0, which would be, I'm guessing, part of the 915 GM chipset that this system is running. Storage-wise, I've got a 60 gig SATA drive, and then the DVD writer that's in there as well. So this machine, just based on the processor type here, isn't capable of running Windows 10. So that's why we've got, go back to the original OS, which is usually my play when I'm refurbishing these machines. So we've got XP running with the full Service Pack 4 upgrades on this machine. As far as performance goes, for general XP computing tasks, with 2 gig of memory and this processor, it's pretty good at running whatever you want to run. So if you're looking at doing some just goof off computing requirements, browsing, desktop publishing type of productivity stuff, it's fine. For gaming, any type of retro gaming, as long as it's not 3D games, it seems to be pretty good. But you're not going to be getting the usual like 2000 XP era 3D games. Like, it won't. Can it run Crysis? No. But definitely, if you're looking at Windows 98 era games, any 2D games, you'd probably still be able to get a reasonable experience with this machine. But definitely, if you want to just have a nice offline, work style machine, like doing office tasks or whatever, doing some typing or spreadsheets, and you don't need to be connected to the internet, where you're not going to necessarily be safe with Windows XP. Or if you were to reload this with maybe a light Linux distribution, you could probably get some extra life out of this. Certainly could be able to handle it. Yeah, but that's about it. Taking a look at this machine, it's pretty simple, straightforward. You're not going to get a lot of modern performance for online activities with Windows XP, and because it lacks any reasonable level of powerful DGPU, 2000s era retro gaming is probably not a great choice for this machine, but it's in good condition. It does its stuff, so hopefully we'll be able to find a new home for it to have a second life as some kind of offline desktop replacement machine. As always, hope you enjoy my videos. Hope you're staying safe and healthy, and we'll catch you in the next one.